Hello leaders, NavIQ here with a heads up video about the life of a principal. Apologies first of all for the quality of this particular part of the video. Basically what I wanted to do, and this is going to be a longer video and it will probably be useful for you to invest some time watching it, because what I wanted to share is a principal's experience when it comes to inspection. And of course, as you know, I've just started my new role. It's only been a few days and the calls come through for our inspection. And part of that means I need to be prepared as a principal and a school leader to support the school in this particular journey, despite only being there for a few days. This is only a few days into it, and you know, it's a case of preparing the school. And the message right now, how I'm feeling, you can see that it's dark. It's 10:30 at night, and this particular part, I've just come home now in my car, about to walk in, have my evening meal. And the reason why is because it requires an investment of time, and something that perhaps you don't live or see anyone talk about. But whenever, as a principal, school leaders and teachers and educators, we give a piece of ourselves for our children and for their future. And it's useful to share that experience with everyone else so they see what we actually do go through. It's not just we get long holidays and we finish work at 3 o'clock. Parents need to know that, and everyone needs to know in other industries, that work does not stop at school. Work continues sometimes into the evening, and in this particular case, late at night. I will be sharing more videos about the inspection preparation. Right now we're going through our documentation, making sure everything that is required is there, making sure and supporting teachers and what they need to do. They have their own anxieties. You know, you have new staff members joining. Some of them have just started, some of them have never been through an inspection before, and mentoring, coaching, supporting them. The message today for today is my energy becomes my school's energy. So if I'm flustered, disorganized, running around, then that will manifest itself in my school. Always be calm as a principal, always smile, always give the good energy into the universe, and that is something that everyone around you will feed on. Always remember that you have thousands of eyes looking at you every single day, so you cannot have an off day, even if it's inside you, however you feel. You need to make sure, as the leader of the school, that you put out the right energy. More to come to the next video in the next few days, and post inspection as well, in terms of not, you know, I can't share the outcome at the time until it's published, but the fact is how I feel after that. So this might be a longer video. Please do watch through it, because it'll share with you a series of days before inspection, during the inspection, and after the inspection, and I hope it's useful for you. Thank you. Okay, so it's the morning after my last video, and I just wanted to share with you this very short snippet, which is about sleep. I went to sleep around midnight because I couldn't sleep straight away, and I woke up around 3 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep properly, because there was so much going on in my mind, and also it was continuing, and I could not sleep throughout. The point of this really is, as a principal, you will, with inspection, you will have this anxiety, you will have this stress, and some people will give you tips. It may work for you, it does not work for me, of writing everything down that you're thinking. There's so much going on in your mind that writing it all down will be lists and lists. So it's not good to do it that way. Have time to prepare yourself better for inspections, which is important, so that you don't have lists of things to do, but it is mapped out over time, and therefore you have a little bit more peace of mind preparing for inspection. There'll be more to come, but I just want to share this particular part, that you will experience sleepless nights, perhaps late night sleeping, not being able to sleep, waking up early in the morning. Try whatever strategy works for you. In my case, I'd say plan better. So that's the message now, more to come. So it's been a day now since my last video, and a lot's happened even in this time. One thing, when you're going through inspection, you'll find out is you're working, as I would say, in the width of time. There's so much going on in the school. And it doesn't matter who you are, how prepared you are, there will always be something to do. People do get exhausted, people are going down. You can tell by me, I need a good night's sleep now. I've got to the stage where here you've got to submit all the documentation which has been done, making sure everything's double checked, triple checked. And it does happen that no matter how much you check, you will always want to check again. There comes a point where you need to stop. And it's important to understand that. One tip here in this particular part of the video is you need to think beyond, long-term, plan out. So time management is so important. If you mismanage your time, you'll be at the 11th hour doing things. If you manage your time and space it out, like with anything in life, inspection becomes easier. Obviously, this is my first week into this, so the challenge is always there. But generally speaking, I would do things a lot sooner and ahead of the time, just to make sure everything is there. The second message now is appreciate your staff. They do so much. However, they're human beings. They will be anxious, frustrated, and nervous, and you need to be out there, put out the energy, show them that you're human too, share your emotions, share your vulnerabilities as well. That does not expose you. What it makes you to them is more relatable, and that's important. More to come. This is where I'll probably stop pre-inspection. We've got another one more day, so they might be coming on a Saturday, and we'll talk about that then. Then the next series after this, I'll do a number of videos during inspection and how that feels. If you want to relive that, good luck. Something wrong with you, but if you want to relive it, watch it, and I'll do one after post-inspection.
Hello there, the last day before the inspection itself. So this is my final video of the pre-preparation. The school's looking absolutely wonderful. Had a good couple of nights sleep recently. It wasn't the case before because there was so much still to tick off. One advantage actually is this is probably the first time I'm doing the 5-day inspection, notice of inspection. Prior to that, there was 3 weeks. Regardless of the outcome, as intense as it's actually been decent. The second thing that's happened in Dubai is all the paperwork is supposed to be online, and first time again going through that particular process, and even that has been quite good, not having to print everything. And for example, if there's something in a file that, let's just say you want to put anything extra or change it, you don't need to print and reprint and do it. It's actually quite seamless. I was a bit of a critic going paperless entirely. I'm sure there'll be things that we'll have to print out, but generally speaking, it has worked out quite nicely. You can adapt paperwork, put new documentation on there, it's fine. The only challenge really is students' work. When you have a large school of nearly 3,000, having students' work of maybe 200 to 400, for example, scanning might be an issue. So we have put some on there for the inspectors, and I'm sure others we can just bring the books for them. I will record my experience during the inspection and then obviously post-inspection, but prior to the inspection, the only other thing is the 5-day is positive in my experience regardless of the outcome, and also the pre-inspection has been good. Look forward to the others. Thank you.